Hello.
Hi girls.
Hi girlies. I'm just waiting for this to turn. There we go. I'm just going to put a link in.
We got fun for you today.
Magic. And we're live. Rock and roll.
We're live. Hello people.
Oh,
Cheers.
yes. Cheers. We
haven't
the other day
guessed.
that we haven't done this. You've got a mug, I've got a pint.
Other way round.
Yeah.
You've got mine, I got mine. Oh god,
So
it's
we're
starting
ready.
well.
Is there a word for that? Is that like dyslexic?
Might be. It's not spoonerism. That's you've got a
What's spoonerism?
pug and I've got a
Isn't spoonerism when you cuddle up
kind.
behind your partner?
That's spooning.
Spoonerism.
Spoonerism is where you get the first sound of each word mixed up. Like, well, what was that one? Jasper Carrot did a fabulous song on spoonerisms. Do you remember Jasper Carrot?
Yes, I do. I've seen him live. It's
Have
brilliant.
you?
Yeah. Really funny.
The song is called Bastardy Chelt.
Hiya. Oh, all right. Okay, I get the spoonerism. Hi, Sharon.
So you get the spoonerism, yeah?
Yes.
What's
It's
the
not
first sound?
spooning.
It's not spooning.
Right, we've established. We're talking amongst ourselves here. Spooning is
Hi.
not spoonerism.
Welcome to Paint and a Pint.
It's the usual madness. Hi,
Or,
Mummy.
as
Hi, Susan.
we are subtitling it, the Noodle and Mabel show.
Yes, and they've got dressed up for you
For the
guys.
occasion.
Hi, Ruth.
Come here, Maps. Yes, I know.
Noodle has decided this is his chair, and he's looking very smart.
It's looking very dapper, isn't
Just
it?
bring the camera in a minute. Hang on. Oh, look. Oh, look. They've got little... Look. He's got a little scarf on.
Oh, Mabel's got her little
Mabel's got
bandana
her
going.
little biker bitch bandana. Look at
There.
that.
She does like to clean my nose.
And honestly speaking, they're really not very interested in each other at all.
No. Which is good. You know,
I've
no trouble between them.
I'm along of the opinion that Noodle likes boys.
I won't tell you what I called him.
She was very unpolitically correct.
I was very unpolitically correct
I
about
don't
your
mind who Noodle likes.
I don't mind who he brings home.
Didn't Hilda Ogden do spoonerism sometimes? That's your mum.
Oh, she may have done. Yeah, because she was that. Yeah, because she was such a daft old bat, wasn't she? She probably
Yeah.
did. But
Hello. Yeah, so Noodle's not very interested in you because you're far too girly. That's what it is. Well, today, guys. Come on, we've got to crack on. We've got lots to do.
Carry on.
No, we've got lots to do. You're doing it. I'm teaching you today.
you are teaching me today.
We are doing a faux marble effect using the Carrara IOD stamp. And for the first stage, we're going to keep the Carrara stamp on the back plastic. So,
Because it's going to be
A
what they call a
reverse.
reverse.
so we're not going to roll a paint onto here. What we're going to do is roll a paint onto here. We'll show you as we go.
Yeah.
So
We'll be taking off the paint in the marble effect. We're going to be
Lifting it.
sucking up the paint, aren't we?
How does it go?
Excuse me.
It was your best sucking noise.
That was my best. Right. Black paint.
We're going to chuck some black fairy sheet paint, which is the blackest of black.
Blackest of black. It really is. It's fab. I'm loving it.
And I've seen a post of, I think it's Mary's, isn't it? Is it Mary? You've done a black piece in my paint. So the idea of this is we want to keep this wet. So we need to work fairly quickly and get it on smoothly all over. Not too worried if it's perfect, but it does need to cover it. Obviously we've given it a base coat of white underneath.
It will be perfect for because I'm doing it.
Right, okay.
And I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So you'll be saying, come on, we don't want to be here till next Thursday. A little drip going on the side, but Paula's
Yeah, the black's good, isn't it? It's a really proper black.
Yeah, it is. It's black as you like.
Some of the chalk paint blacks that you get have got sort of got a grey in them, haven't they? Charcoaly.
Yeah, when
And
they dry off.
I found I've had to put dark wax on them too.
And some are
Give
almost
them a
go like a very dark blue tinge to
But
them.
this is definitely black.
This is your black. Okay.
Spreading it everywhere here. I think it might put a bit too much on.
I might have done. In hindsight.
She's got a bit black happy.
We are going to do these edges. We're going to tidy those up.
Yeah, I could do that while you're
Getting a bit slap happy with this.
get rid of some of your excess. So you do have to work quite quickly because you don't want this to dry. So you wouldn't want to do this outside in the sun.
Oh no.
That wouldn't work at all.
Just want to keep it smooth.
So I'm just literally neatening up the edge so that it doesn't look wrong. We'll keep the white stripe in it, I think, don't you? Quite like that.
Yeah. Well, if we don't like it, we can paint it later.
So,
I'm getting a bit grainy now, but that's okay.
well, I've spent the morning catching up with Manda because I haven't seen her for a few days. She's been off the radar because her tablet's been used by Hannah,
Yes.
so she doesn't get any of
Commandeered.
her notifications. So have you ladies, well, I don't know, some of you would have no doubt had this conversation at your GPs. I had an appointment at the beginning of the week with my GP for a regular injection that I have, and as part of being there they wanted to do like the little MOT bit, and they did my blood pressure, which turns out for a change it was pretty good. And then just as I was about to go, she said, I've done that, that's fine, that looks cool.
That's cool.
Just as I was about to go, she said, we'll weigh you. And I don't weigh myself. I have got scales at home, but I only use them for parcels.
That's funny.
I know. I said to Amanda, well, what am I going to do with that information other than get stressed about it? So I don't weigh myself, you know. No, not for years and years and years. Anyway, so I stood on the scales, and it turns out, rather horrifyingly, that I am bang smack in the middle between overweight and obese. Can you believe that?
But the worst part is we're the same height and the same weight, so I must be in that column too.
And I said to Amanda, the hilarious bit is that, as you know, I'm vegan. Like, is that
A fat vegan?
those two things just don't. I could be on a study or something. I am sure. I said, is
She
that
only lives on carrots and lettuce leaves.
is that seriously fattening tofu that I keep eating,
yeah.
or the
Deep fried tofu.
deep fried chickpeas or something? But like, flipping it, like, and the woman that had done the weight thing. We need to get on with this while it's
We do.
still wet.
We'll get back onto this story in a moment.
Yeah.
Right. So what am I doing? I've got my
Lightly spritz.
so got my marble stamp. Lightly spritz.
Yeah, because you don't want it all sort of dripping.
So I'm using my mister rather than a sprayer.
Spritzing over the whole thing. Hi, Louise.
Think that's enough?
Yeah.
And then
This is going to look cool. So we've got to work quite quickly. Make sure that your marbling is going in the same direction. Place it down. We give it a tap. We're not too heavy with it. And then we very carefully lift it off. This is helpful if it's a two-man job. Up. Okay. Then another quick spritz. We'll do all the areas first. So while she's doing that, I'm going to just fill in the other areas. Not a lot to see yet. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, so this woman...
which God,
That
which-
way.
It wasn't that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that way, wasn't it? Oh, got to get it the right way.
Got to get it right way because the marbles all got to run in the same direction. So this woman that had weighed me and then looked at her chart and told me I'm mid between overweight and obese, was actually probably double my size and still managed to look absolutely, it's terrible, you need to do something about that. And I was, you know, like, but hang on a minute.
Yeah, if I'm pot kettle black,
if I'm between borderline obese and overweight, what the hell does that make you? And then she said, so what's your diet like? So I said, I'm vegan, and then she did this whole double take of, really? Like,
never seen a fat vegan before.
Thank you, darling.
You'd be a skinny bitch.
She said, do you do much exercise? And I said, well, I walk
You said extra fries.
extra fries. I said, I walk the dog every day, yes. Feeling quite confident at this point that I'm ticking most of the boxes. And then she said, do you drink alcohol? It all went wrong. And I went, hell yes.
Hell yes. And will be after what you said.
So Amanda's come round 2 days after me stewing. And I said to Amanda earlier, it's like that, what's it, the pint half full or half empty. And I've chosen, in typical my nature, to be talking about myself as nearly obese instead of just overweight.
Considering we're both the same.
And then she
I'm just
said,
overweight.
She tentatively said, did they tell you how much you weighed in stone? And so I told her, and she was like, damn it, I'm the same. Damn it! So yeah, I'm nearly obese and she's just overweight. That sums us up. Bring back the doggies.
Well, you don't want us, you just want
Your
us.
sister wants to see the dog.
My sis, oh hi Chris. In a minute, we need to do this, it's
Right, here we
crucial.
are. So we've wet, spritzed and damped. I'm just going to bring this a little bit closer.
See if I can tilt a little as well.
So it's very wet paint. There's a little bit showing through with the water.
That, I'm a little bit disappointed with that corner.
It'll be, so start dabbing on that area first. And while it's close up, we're literally dabbing, being careful not to rub. Can be quite...
Can you?
And what it does is lift up the wet areas. Yeah, get it more into a circle.
Okay. Nice. That feels better, actually.
Yeah, got more control. So we'll keep going until we can show you what that looks like. I should be slim being a veggie too. Yeah, no, I'm vegan. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That toffee is seriously fattening. It supposed to be no calories. I think you could write a book on
Why? Rubbish.
how to get fat. Yeah, but I don't think I do see myself as eating rubbish.
No, you should have the healthier diet, for sure. How's
Keep
that
going,
working?
keep going.
Can I have a fresh piece of...
It's not showing up enough yet. There we go. Yeah.
You watch. Your bit will look lovely, my bit will go... Oh, I see, you're patting more.
And I'm doing it in the direction of the...
You didn't tell me that top tip, did you? See, she keeps it all to herself. You noticed?
So yeah, we need to have an operation. We've done
Great
an operation.
Stomach stapling operation.
We need some top tips.
Yes, so any tips would be greatly
I switched to
appreciated.
vodka because wine is more fattening. I mean, I thought I was...
I thought you were doing the right thing.
Damn it.
Is this
Start
looking...
eating fruit again.
Is this looking right?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? It just looks a bit splodgy.
It does look a little bit marble. No, that is marbly, isn't it? I wouldn't say marbly, but it does. It's not really giving clear definition of the...
Not the marble, no, just...
But I don't think you'd get the difference in colour if you hadn't put the water on. I mean, you could always go in and put some more on and see. And maybe we didn't leave the water on quite long enough. It needs to soak in a bit.
Before we start dabbing?
Yeah.
Well, do you want me to go and
Shall we
have
try?
another spritz?
Should we just try one area?
It's not my fault.
This is what we're all about, though, is the showing you.
Let's see if Amanda can pull up.
You prefer being called fluffy? Oh, just a beast. What the hell? I don't feel a beast. I don't feel skinny. In my whole life I've been pretty
I
skinny.
don't feel fluffy. Sorry, that was a bit...
That was just so rude. And it was the woman that tutted that really got my...
Got you back.
Yeah. Like, how dare she? Wow, you're going to have to do something I would. You know, it's going to cause diabetes in your life.
She would. Well, she hasn't, has she? Let's face it.
That's what you know. Get drinking gin and slim tonics, lowest of calories. Excellent.
Yeah, and apparently it helps your metabolic rate. I heard that.
Your metabolic.
Your metabolic rate. You burn it off quicker. Gosh, trying to sound educated.
So is... Right, let's just wait on it. Is gin better than vodka? That's the question.
Well, it's not.
I thought all the spirits were quite low in calorie.
Yes, but gin.
Gin is even lower.
Well, it's your. As I
don't know
say,
if I
it
like
helps
gin.
your metabolic rate.
Do you notice we're not talking about some mad exercise regime? Or
She's talking about.
talking about which is the least value alcohol we can have.
It's because we're going
Hard
to a jog
to see.
after this, and then Pilates later.
Yeah, I'm going to
Before the gin.
bring it in. There we are. So at the moment it's come up quite patchy. Oh goodness, Heike's in at the airport. She's boarding soon.
Where are you off to now, woman?
she's always about on her
Are
adventures.
you ever at home?
We'll see. I think that it's quite a good angle, this, because you can sort of see where the water is creating the marbly track.
Yeah, and it needs to sit there, doesn't
I
it?
think it needs to just sit a little bit to loosen up. Tequila is proven to cause weight loss.
Who's that from?
Helpful
From
tip.
Skinny Bird.
Rachel Fielding.
Right, we'll be looking at your site later, see if you're
last
skinny or
time I
not.
had tequila, I was so ill. I had to stop the car and puke on the way home.
Yeah, I'm
Years
not
ago.
good with
It's-
tequila.
No,
One or two, but
perhaps you have to practice.
I'll start practicing later.
I remember my children saying, I don't know how you drink alcohol, it tastes so horrible. And I'm like, well, you have to work at it.
You do have to work at it,
It's
yes.
not-
Well, do you know, that's the awful thing. The first time I tried alcohol, I loved it. I have to say,
No, I
that's
didn't
that's
like it.
that's bad, isn't it?
I had to work on it. You're fluffy, Rachel's fluffy.
Lots of fluffy honey
We've
bunnies.
got lots of, I knew I wouldn't feel alone in my recent diagnosis.
Oh.
Actor's still in shock. She's only had her diagnosis this morning.
Well,
She had no idea till this morning.
the awful thing is,
We compared notes.
I have been a skinny mini all my life. I mean, skinny mini. As my mum and my sister Chris will testify. And it's only in the last... Well, I suppose it started to creep... I've just turned 50. It's probably started to creep up as I turned 40. And it's just gone on and on and on. Until I'm fluffy. I've never been fluffy before.
Oh dear, trauma. Hi Gina. She's dying laughing at her diagnosis. I know. Stupid woman. Vegan, borderline obese. Well,
Probably the only one.
what is she? Yeah. I'm a phenomena.
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 This is looking better now, I have to say.
You can really clearly
You can
see
see
the
the tracks. So I'm still inclined to leave it a little bit longer before we dabble.
Let's get ready with
Let's get ready to
proper
dabble.
serve. Let's get ready to
Rumble.
perhaps we should make it a workout.
Just talk amongst yourselves. Oh, nobody can see my midriff. Go out, but I can't go up. Mr. Motivator.
Trish is fluffy too. God, all these fluffy people.
Lots of
I love
fluffy
it. I love it.
people. Yeah, we can all be fluffy
You just
together.
thought, I mean, exercising wise, painting is not a sit down job, is it? You're crawling around,
What are you doing? Your big pieces, yeah.
yeah, and
Yes.
you have to like shift your tummy over.
Depends how tall it is. Sometimes I like to pull off it on top whilst I'm doing something.
Thank God it. Right, recap. We are using IOD Carrara
Which is now very wet.
stamp. We've started with black legs, white top half, and the top of the
Sorry.
of the table was white as well. We have
Before we
then
went in
very
with-
quickly rollered on black fairy sheet paint.
Blackest of black.
While it's still wet, we have sprayed the Carrara IOD with a mister, lying down so that it didn't run, so flat, a mist in it, and then placed it onto the table. Don't know if you can see some of the, yeah, you can, look. So that's just water sat on top of the black paint at the moment. The black paint is still quite damp, I would say, and we're letting the water just soak a little bit to lift it, and then we're going to use shot cloth to pick up the water, which should hopefully, if it's working, reveal us a nice marble. I think we should go in now.
Shall we? Now.
Now!
Ready, steady. I'm nervous!
Come on, come on, come on. Let's see if we can get that. So we are, again, dabbing in the direction of the marble to try to pick it up.
Oh, bits over this side look a damn sight more marbling, actually.
And I have seen people do a slight twist.
Have you now?
Oh my God.
I don't know why I found that so funny.
Do that.
Is that part of the exercise regime? That's looking better on the cloth, actually.
So perhaps we should have sponsored. No, it's just effort, isn't it, dieting? It's so boring.
Yeah, but the thing is, and I have done this before when I've been, just like a bit overweight in the past.
As opposed to obese.
As opposed to like borderline obese. When I've wanted to lose like half a stone in the past, I've done it sponsored. So like a pound, that you lose. And it gave me the motivation, and it went to a good cause.
Oh dear. What was the cause? Sainsbury's donut section.
It was the Wessex Autistic Society, or Autism
Take
Wessex.
it back.
That's what it's called now.
They hold a big tea party for you.
Feed me up. So I could do it all over again and raise some more.
That's looking much better.
That is
isn't
looking
it?
much
It's a bit
better.
more wet there, I think, because you need to get the wet completely off.
It's hard to see it. Oh yes, I can see it now. You have to really get
Sort of
down there
down
to
at an
see.
angle. Now, can you see that?
It's a bit wet there as well, Paula. Now I've come to look at it. It's really quite wet over your side.
Oh my God.
I think my side's looking drier. Don't mean to brag or anything, but just saying, just putting it out there.
That'll be the time of life, love.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
Let's not
We're
go
on
down that
form
bothersome
this
route.
Yeah, we're on form.
Right, that's looking pretty super. God, I really like that.
Yeah, it is. Looks really nice.
Oh my word.
So, we can go on to the, now it's
Height
still dry.
2. Do you want me to just dry that off quick whiz with a hairdryer, make sure it's
Very
properly
quick,
dry?
It won't take a second,
It won't take
no.
a second, really.
Okay.
Like that, sorry. I think we should tilt this and show everyone because it's looking really good.
Yeah, it is. 2 secs. That's the best way to wake up, with a cup of coffee, laughing along with you. Thank you. Right, that'll do. You can just work on the corner.
Yeah, see, do all the edges.
Fine.
Yeah?
I should have been alerted to this overweight situation when I had a dodgy knee. You have dodgy knees, don't you?
Yes, my bad knees.
And I went to buy one of those stretchy
Oh, yes.
tubey things that go over your knee to support.
You don't find them big enough?
Well, I bought a medium. I felt a medium.
You felt a medium kind of
I
person.
felt a medium.
Not an obese kind of
I was
person.
studying my knee and felt it had a kind of medium feel about it. And I bought the medium. I could barely get it over my big toe. Seriously. I was like, and I went back in and I literally had this discussion with the woman in the shop. Like, seriously? Are you telling me?
Extra large?
She measured it and it was an extra large. And I'm like, extra large? Like, how does the rest of the...
The thing is, you don't notice it when it creeps out.
Extra large knee? That's not a thing. I mean,
Apparently it is. What size knee are you? I'll have an extra large. This is looking fat.
I don't go in that shop anymore. In case they're talking about it.
The woman with the fat knees.
Woman with the extra fat knee. I mean, seriously or not? I was just horrified. Right. So now we are going to use a product called Leaf and Foil Size. Now this is artisan enhancement, but you can get lots of brands and they work just the same. There's a what do you call it? Polyvine version, which you can get on Amazon. So they all work the same. Now you can buy gold leaf, the stuff that Mandy used the other week, which is really flaky, and that works with it.
I bet you haven't got any on your
No, I
hands.
haven't. Oh yeah, I have a bit.
Tiny bit.
Quite a bit for me. Now I'm going to use these. These are artisan enhancement foils, and they are very cool. You buy them by 2 feet, and this was £2, so it's £1 a foot. And they come in different colours, and you can kind of see from the background where the gold's come off, but there's still loads of use left for it. Yeah, very slim, bordering on obese. You're doing a blue piece like the one behind me. Oh, like the mermaid one. Yeah, so these come in lots of different colours. I've got some peacock, I've got some blue, lots of colours, and they work with the foil size. And the difference between this and the gold leaf is that it isn't messy. So in preference to what Mandy used the other week, which was really messy, we are going to use that. So we need to wash up, don't we, a couple of strips, at least just 1 or 2 strips.
I'll go and wipe this off.
So
It won't take a mo.
very quickly, we're just going to rinse off the marbling stamp that we used so that we can roller. I've got one brayer that's dedicated to foil size because whatever you do, it's really, really sticky. And we're going to roller the marble stamp, so we'll take it off the backing and then stamp it with the foil size. And we then have to wait a few minutes for it to go tacky, and then we can place the gold. We're going to choose gold because I think it will go with this piece, just over the tackiness, and you press it down and then we just peel it off and it will be on there looking amazing. Yeah, I like metallics. Is really nice as long as you don't go crazy with them. Louise did an absolutely gorgeous piece. I expect you've seen it, Shabby Mummy with a Kiss. Have a look if you didn't, and it was just enough to turn a plain piece into a really stunning piece. And if we wanted, we could put a bit round the feet as well, which might be quite nice. But now this is dried off, it's coming up. You see, it's quite a nice sort of marbly effect. That was just with white paint underneath, and then using the spritzer. Look at Nigel, look at him, all curled up. Don't know where Mabel's followed Mummy, I think. Right, have you got a dog? Yeah.
Oh, got a dog.
What's he got in his mouth?
Leaf and stuff.
He's found a leaf.
This is what he look.
Nice.
Hair and fluff and stuff that you have. Well, in the corner of your rooms and stuff like that. She loves it. Okay, so
right, so
this
this
side's a bit
stuff
wet. So
is really sticky, so you have to make sure that you get the lid on properly afterwards, because if it spills everywhere, you've got to wipe your around. So we're going to peel like a corner section off to start with, shall we? Which is no mean feat.
Yeah, I suppose actually these aren't too bad. Okay, so just taking.
So we've just taken off one bit. I'm going to bring the camera down so they can see what you're doing. And I've just literally got this, hang on, board.
Okay, so just got pudding on.
And you're gonna have to pour a bit onto here, I think.
Quite runny, honey bunny.
It's quite runny. So we're just going to brayer it, and we don't want it to be splashing all over it. So roll off the excess. Yeah, I don't want it to be drippy.
And just lightly.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can see it because it kind of goes on white, doesn't it?
Yeah. So then we need to stamp it. We can stamp it where we want it. Onto the corner here. I'm trying to get the camera so you can see it. Hang on, where are we? Oh, there we are. Can you see? There she is.
Just lightly, you can just use your wiggly fingertips.
And then take it off quickly. You obviously don't want it smudging, so you've got to get it all off in one hit. So you can just see a white mark at the moment, that's absolutely fine. We'll just leave that to go tacky. Do you want a second one?
Mm-hmm.
So then we'll do exactly the same with the next one up. Did you seal the white paint before? No, we didn't. It was just plain white. Obviously it was properly dry.
Yeah, it'd been on there quite a while actually.
And we then, this is in the way.
What's in the way?
My basket.
Ah, your husband's basket of tools.
Yeah. So I'll move over this side. You can have swap sides with me. So, yeah, it had been on there quite a while and was quite dry, but the black that we put on, we were playing with it, working quite fast. If you go back on replay.
See, I'd had this table started, oh God, 6 months ago, maybe, something like that. But I was a bit kind of scared of doing this on my own.
I did it for my Creative Minds piece,
Yeah.
didn't I? When we did the
went
charity.
really well, but I was a bit...
Two-man job. Yeah?
Yeah.
And I think we should just leave it at that. We're just tickling it.
We can always add more should we want to.
Yeah, but let's see what that looks like. I wondered about something around...
I
again,
would visit that later. I'd see what this...
let's just see what this comes out like. So peel it off. Ready? And then we're just going to literally wait for that to dry.
I'm going to do another one of those.
Yeah, I prefer the Artisan Enhancements foil. If any of you want it, there's a Facebook page called Artisan Enhancements, and you can go on there and find your closest stockist to order it. It's only £1 a metre and it just lasts for ages. I've only ever bought one lot and I'm still using it. So,
and of course postage is cheap because it's light as a feather.
yeah,
Isn't
it just comes in an envelope and I've literally just stuffed it. And you know, you don't even have to be careful with it. This is literally screwed up and it's still fine. It doesn't flake off. They all don't mash into each other.
Yeah, you don't have to be precious with it like you do with
the
kind of
scald leaf
leaf.
is stuff that goes absolutely everywhere. Maybe just one there.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Great minds and all that.
Great.
You should do a different one.
Well, just use that one but go off the end.
Okay,
Won't
yeah.
show. Someone's just tried to ring me, sorry about that.
That was ring me.
It's better that we're doing this project together because they can see what we're doing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, sometimes it's nice to have a sort of teaching tutorial, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Talking about the same thing. Thomas, we both like to have a go, but we weren't sure if one person was going to be needed to manage the doggies.
Dogs, yeah.
Because they've only met twice, but it's been very non-eventful, actually.
They've been fantastic.
Yeah, they're just sniffing around. Noodle's on his chair. He likes boys.
Saying nothing.
He likes boys. Yeah. Not very interesting, you, Mabel, is it? Offensive.
This is going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to look good. So that's starting to dry. You can feel this stuff to see when it's tacky. It's not quite there yet. We could speed it up actually with a bit of a hairdryer.
Can we do that with
Yeah.
this? Yeah? I wasn't sure whether that would
Yeah, you can.
work or not.
Faux, I can find, what is the manufacturer of Faux in the USA? It's Artisan Enhancements. I will post a link, yeah, but it comes from the US, so you definitely have stockists in the US. I found Artisan Enhancements from, there's a video, a lady that I watch, I'm trying to think what her name is. She's one of their sponsors in America, and her stuff that she makes is really beautiful. If you look it up on YouTube, Artisan Enhancements, you'll find her. She does some really nice stuff. I can't remember her name.
Is that the blonde?
She's she plays lots of French music in the background.
Oh, no, not who I'm thinking of.
No, I can't remember. I could probably look it up on
I'm
my
going to
phone.
just go and put these in some water because I don't want it to
And
sort of...
could you do that as well?
Oh yeah, the brayer as well.
They literally go really, really sticky, so it needs to be washed off quickly. I'll just have a quick look while we're on because I should probably be able to see the lady I'm talking about because I've subscribed to her and her videos are great and she uses a whole range of artisan enhancements. Dear me. Yeah, there is a website in its own right of artisan and on a YouTube channel. I've done quite a few using various products. They use a lot of textures and stuff that go with painted projects. So they're the kind of extra items. They do a crackle. Yeah, it's one girl in pink. Look her up. She does some really nice videos. They're really nicely edited and she shows you how to use the products really well. One girl in pink. Have you heard?
One girl in pink? No, I haven't.
No, she's great.
Oh, right. She does the artisan enhancements,
Yeah,
does she?
yeah.
Right, so I shall be
She's
looking at
worth
that
the
later.
watch. Right, quick blast with the hairdryer thing, just to speed up the getting tacky, because no point doing it until it's tacky. Are we going to fold?
Yes. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit because
It's running.
it was running, so I need to be gentle with it.
Straight down this way.
Well, that runs rather fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really does actually. This is really helping to. You can see it change from white to kind of
It goes
sticky.
clear,
Yeah.
So the stuff is sticky, it's stuck this together. Ooh, that's
You
stuck
didn't know
together,
that.
isn't it? I'm going to cut that bit off. Oh, I've got another gold. Oh yeah. I think that's probably alright.
Yeah, some white bits.
It really is only a few minutes. Hi Rachel. Hi Alyssa. So you can see this has been very well used. That's where all the gold's come off. But there's still lots to be had by it, because you can place it down and peel it off. I'm shouting now.
Yes.
You can
Sorry, I
place-
don't like using hair dryers in front of you.
But you can touch feel when it's tacky. It is tacky. So then what we're going to do, I'll let you press it down and over those two bits, and I'll bring the camera in so that you can see. So
Is it on the right side?
yeah,
You sure?
yeah.
Okay.
So we literally rub it. You could use a brayer, but fingers are fine. Because even if there's a bit that's already been used, you can go back in and stick the paper back down again. So we literally just peel it off. And you can feel it.
Whoop, whoop.
So now we start to get the gold coming through. So this obviously needs more. You can see where I've used my fingers.
Yes, you can. It looks a bit scratchy, doesn't it?
So let's use something.
I used a brush last time, didn't I?
I don't think that would be hard enough.
You've
I
got
think you could
you've got a
do
little nail brush in the kitchen. Shall we try that?
Or the brayer. But you can literally pick it up, place it back down. Look, you're getting some really nice gold showing. That streak there looks particularly good. Yeah.
I'm going to go in and try this.
Okay. The best bit is that it's just not messy at all. There's no flakes of gold coming off
Nothing
anywhere.
flying around, is there?
Flat cardboard edge, Rachel's saying, that's a good idea. Or I guess the credit card.
Credit card. Right, we'll try that next. I've got one in my pocket. Right, have a little look at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look. Oh,
Wow.
God, that's
Wow.
gorgeous.
Look at that.
Oh, mother.
Right. I think I've lost a pound. That was just excitement. Other way.
Oh, sorry, this is... Because some foils you get... Now, you do have to be careful of this, because some foils,
That looks really nice.
you have to put the pretty side down. Does that make
Why
sense?
would you?
Because that's how they're made. This is made... So, follow the instructions is what I'm saying.
It is. It's really stunning. And it comes in all these different colours. This is my box of... I've got a copper, there's a silver, there's a titanium. And I really like the peacock. For those of you that saw my... have ever seen my peacock cupboard, and I literally hand painted some feathers, but I used that to highlight some of the bits in the peacock, the centre bit. It was really effective. And of course, if you don't have a stamp, you could use a small paintbrush. I don't know if there's a purple. There probably is.
Oh, I'm sure
But
there
you
is.
could use a paintbrush to literally paint your name if you wanted to, or paint little areas
Yes!
around the detail of curved carvings, and then place it in. I've done that and ripped it off, and so it's like picked out the detail on carvings. This is just looking stunning.
It needs a brush off, doesn't it?
Get worried it's... And we could obviously sandpaper that down a little bit.
Wet cloth on that, I think. We'll just take it. It's got some excess on it.
So let's have a look. I feel a shipping spree coming on. Yeah, you can get it in the UK. Don't go... If you're in the UK, You can get it in the UK. I'll find a link for you.
Yeah, can you see how you've got beautiful veins in this?
That's
but
for
then
your stamp.
there's kind of
We've
a
got sort of a
mush.
dusty excess, so we could try a damp cloth.
I'm going to go and get some
Shop cloth again.
shop
What
cloth.
would we do without shop cloth?
Oh, where would we be?
Yeah, £1 a foot last time I bought it, and literally I bought that 2 years ago, and I'm still using it on every project. There's still loads to go. Yeah, I feel like was that only a little one?
Yeah.
If you didn't put the foil down on it, it will remain sticky. The foil size doesn't go off, so you could even do the foil the next day. It will still be sticky. So whatever you do, you will need to seal your project with some kind of matte finish or wax. You could put a wax over it, it'd be alright, but I think matte finish would be better, just to remove the stickiness, any excess stickiness where the foil hasn't stuck.
It could be
That's
that
coming off, isn't
it
it?
is coming off, but it could be that it's sticking. Perhaps it wasn't dry enough, the tabletop, so it's kind of sticking to moisture.
We've kind of done it all a little bit
You've done it very quickly for you.
so that you can see the process. That's definitely working.
That's
though. Looks
working, yeah.
a lot better.
Taking off the.
You probably can't see it's just a very fine dusty powder. Look here, that's where she hasn't got it off yet. Whereas here, it's now looking clean and marbly. So that and the water's actually serving to bring up the marble a bit better.
It is.
as well,
It's really
isn't it?
looking good. And again, just misting my
It's
brush. I
just
don't want it
mist.
wet. I want it just enough
It's a
to.
really nice table, no? It's a bit posh.
It's a bit posh.
Have you lost the pound?
I must have done. Must have done. At least a pound. It's quite hot in here. I think I've lost it in moisture, should we say. But isn't that lovely? Because, you know, as I say, I'd started this project months ago.
Yeah.
And was a bit scared of doing the marble on my own. And fell out of love with the project.
Get bored with it.
Yeah, it was underneath some other gubbins gathering dust.
She offered it to me. And
I
I
did?
said no.
And do you know what? I'm so glad
Is that sellable now?
that we've come back and
Absolutely.
addressed this. Yes.
That's sellable.
I mean, I might titivate round edges
You
and things
could
like that.
do sort of bands round here, but I'm not sure it needs
I
it.
know, and I'm liking the white
Breaking it up as well.
It's not solid.
But I think we're sort of there. Obviously, I'm not going to show you the matte finish, but I think guys that have joined us since wouldn't mind another show.
Another
and tell.
Mabel shot.
Another show and tell. She's been very busy.
Very
She might have had a wee.
She does piddle in the house, I'm afraid, but we're working on that.
Noodle
That's
slept
the
the whole
moment.
time. bless
He
him.
has, hasn't he?
Slept on his chair.
He's very good.
So here is the lovely. Oh,
He's the lovely Mabel.
Oh, how could you not love her?
Look at that face. As I say, it's a face only a mother could love.
Can you hear that grunting that's going on? That is about 0.25% of what she sounds like when she's asleep.
She's a snorer, but thankfully she does stay downstairs, so I only get to hear her snoring when I get up.
Yes.
She's like a little piglet. She snuffles
She
and
does snuffle.
snuffles and snores and.
Right, how are we doing?
Look at all our
So,
friends
we've
on
got
there.
one girl in pink, guys. She's great. We'll find you. Yeah, we're up at 10 to. Right. We'll find you a link for artisan enhancements. I'll put the word underneath so that you remember it. Yeah, snuggles. And
Get yourself some foil and some marble. I'm
and
so
don't weigh
pleased with
yourself, whatever you do, because it won't be good news.
that. No. Get rid of those scales.
Just get rid of them.
Honestly, I think it's those scales that makes you fluffy. It must be. If we all
It's
stop
fine for
going
us
on those
scales.
scales, we'd be fine.
Never going to tell you anything good.
No, so just stop it. Throw them out. Get rid of them.
I knew someone that once got up in the middle of the night to weigh. They weighed themselves before they went to bed. Got up in the middle of the night, went for a wee, came back and just thought, oh, what the hell, I'm going to weigh myself. And they'd actually put on weight.
That's just ridiculous.
They'd weed.
But why would you do that to yourself?
I know.
Why? I think it was Hemingway, wasn't it? He used to weigh himself about, 3 or 4 times a day. He was quite obsessed about
Trauma.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just move away from the scales.
Move away from the scales. Get them out completely.
Have another cake.
Have another cake. Put your feet up. Have a gin and tea. And
And we'll see you next week.
Cheers, girls and boys.
See ya. Oh, mine's over there. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Chin,
We'll
chin.
see you next week. Bye. Share the love. Share the video for us, guys. And if you want to join my club, there is so much going on. I haven't really talked about it today.
Join the club.
Join the club. Fairy Chic Club is all about Facebook this week. If you want to up your numbers, you want to get engagement going on your posts, you want
It's
all
a
the
Facebook
biz.
month,
It's
isn't
the
it?
whole month is focused on doing that. I did my first tutorial last night. They've got advanced one coming up in 2 weeks' time, but in between there is just post galore coming up on getting your Facebook business page off the ground. So join us now. You can do the £5 a month package or the gold package, which is £10. And if you get the gold package, you get discount, primer transfer, 15% off, and you get stockist pricing on my paint.
It's worth it.
It's really worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fluffy.
And we've had people asking about staging, so we're going to be addressing
That's
that
next month. We're going to have a
It's gonna be
topic
all
each
about
month. So this month
staging.
is Facebook. Next month is staging.
which I'm
Month
really
after
looking
that, I'm already planning ahead. We have got guests already. We're doing a YouTube month after. There's lots of stuff coming on.
So get joining.
If your Facebook business page is dead, join the club. Honest to God, there's no secrets. I'm not. Many of you that have known me long enough know there's no hold bars. I don't have secrets behind the scenes or anything like that. I'm giving you everything I know. There's, that's just the way I roll.
She shares the love.
I shared love. So see you on the other side. The link to the club is at the top of this feed. So join us, and we'll see you next week on my page for Paint and a Pint as usual.
Don't be shy. Come and join.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.